Okay, guys, I don't know who was the first to break the news, but the first person I saw break the news was Push Dustin. I remember seeing him tweet it said like 10 minutes ago by the time I saw the tweet. That's when I decided I knew I had to make a video yesterday about a possible SNK character being in Smash. It's basically confirmed by Nintendo themselves, and everyone started going crazy over it. However, um, just because of one little thing doesn't always mean that's going to be true. Now, even Game Explain made a video about this, and Game Explain is usually a little thorough, and they don't like to post stuff on fake leaks. So when Game Explain posted about Kin being in Smash, and it was like a picture of Kin, that picture was real, and we learned that later. They even said it might not be real, but we learned later that it was real, and they didn't really cover the Grinch leak, but they're covering this, so that kind of means something. But you know, I myself, trying to do my own personal research, have tried to seek out some people maybe giving good, valid reasons why this is a mistake and this wasn't supposed to happen or something like that. And someone on Reddit even, and I have to put a link to this so you guys can see it for yourself. Someone on Reddit said the fourth DLC character for SNK Heroines on Switch has the same trademark and file size as one of the listed Smash Ultimate. Not debunked, but an interesting development. He even says himself, not debunked. Now, that's the thing. This is good evidence suggesting that the SNK character is possibly a mistake. However, when you think about the file size of a character, most characters are actually installed into the game automatically whenever an update comes out. And the only way you can use that character that's installed into the game already, that's already taken up file space on your hard drive, is by paying the fee to unlock the character, which is a completely reasonable way to do things. That way you have the character downloaded for when you play online. It's not like I completely agree with this practice, but either way, that's how most of the time it goes. So the fact that they're the same file size might not mean much at all. And the idea that I don't think SNK Heroines has had an update for a DLC character in a long time now. I don't think they're getting a new one. So, yes, it might be a mistake, but we can also look at other DLC. I was gonna say third party, but other DLC characters and their fighter pack descriptions. And someone said the Banjo Kazooie one is it just says Microsoft and Rare's copyright, and that's it. Not only that, but Heroes Challenger Pack only really lists Square Enix and stuff like that. Basically a Bird Studio and stuff. Basically, literally people involving with Dragon Quest, and but yes, you can look at Banjo and Hero and see, wow, those are the companies that are copyright for those characters. But for some reason, when you go to the fifth character pack, well, we don't know who the fifth character is. It basically lists all of them. It lists Capcom, Square Enix, Microsoft, Atlas. It lists Bandai Namco, Monolith, Sega, all the ones for like it has a Game Freak and all that stuff, Pokemon Company, HAL Laboratory. It lists all of them because there's literally no hint at what the fifth character could be. But what's strange is they could have just done that for Character Pack 4 if they got 5 right. Was 4 really that much of a mistake? Or did they expect no one to look yet, and so they went ahead and got the trademark out? Now, you might say that makes no sense. Why wouldn't they just do that for 5 and 4? This clearly has to be a mistake. But if you consider the fact that Sabai, or otherwise known as like Wasabi and stuff, who's a prominent leaker for Smash and video games in general, on Twitter, he tweeted, and I'll have to bring up links to his Twitter, maybe to at least some of his tweets. He tweeted a few days back that there might be a possible direct coming this week, the first month or the first week of September. Now, that's not that crazy for Nintendo to do. Nintendo does directs in the beginnings of the month all the time. However, they also do it midway through the month and sometimes at the end of the month. So there's really no guarantee. There's no like super awesome pattern. However, everyone's been saying there's going to be a direct coming in September. It seems like a good time to do one. We haven't had a direct since E3. Even I thought there was going to be a direct in August, or I thought maybe the character might be revealed in August. But um, once we have Banjo out, which Banjo will be this month, when we have Banjo out, then it'll be like, okay, what character should we be looking forward to next? You know, we didn't know the next character for a long time after Joker, so maybe they won't show us yet. But I have a strong feeling they're not going to show the character like right before he comes out. I feel like instead they're going to show the character and build up hype for the character for later down the road. So I don't think that. What I'm saying is, it would make a lot of sense for a direct coming soon. So I like his logic. Um, but either way, so if they put the SNK trademark there, that could be sensible for them to do if the direct is coming right around the corner. Again, we don't know, and honestly, I don't even. Sabai even said himself, like, it might be. I call him Sabai, but it's short for Wasabi, so I should probably just call him Sabi. He even said himself, it's probably going to be a direct either like this week or next week. So, what are we supposed to do with that? It's only Monday now, and so we don't really know. Now, there's not too much left to look at the Reddit thread. It basically just kind of explains a few things here and there about what characters' trademarks look like, and they kind of line up a little bit. The only one that's weird is, for some reason, Joker's is kind of off. I don't think it even lists Atlas, and I think it lists like everyone. But Hero and Banjo are very similar, which those were announced at the same day, so it makes sense. And it might have been someone screwing up in putting SNK trademark there when they shouldn't have. But again, I think the fourth character is decided, and this could be very well possible. I know. I think a lot of people are very split on this. I think a lot of people don't even know what SNK is and who characters like Terry are and stuff like that. I even got a comment on my last video about how more anime characters great. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but every character is an anime character except for like K-Rool and Banjo because they're all Japanese. Yes, they might not have the anime aesthetic, but I mean, look at Mario, and he's an anime character. Like, he just doesn't look so particularly like he doesn't look like Rex from and Pyra from Xenoblade 2, but he's an anime character still. He's a Japanese made video game character. So I don't understand that, especially with Terry, who's actually supposed to be American. He has long blonde hair and he wears like all this red. Again, he dresses like a human version of Diddy Kong is what I kind of compared him to in my last video. So yeah, I don't understand the problem with that. I mean, that's like calling Captain Falcon an anime character. I mean, they both are anime characters, but at the same time, that vague term doesn't really represent anything. So to me, when I think of Terry, I think he'd be a fast-paced brawler-style character who would fly across the screen with great speed. I think he's going to be playing similar to Captain Falcon, but mixed with more fighting game command inputs, which could make him a very dangerous and fun character to play. And I can't wait for if he's the case. If he's not, and they do Mai instead, some people are trying to say that a female character that's controversial is going to be a pick, and they say, hey, SNK Mai, that would lead really well. And a lot of people would probably argue Mai's more popular than Terry. Mai's more iconic than Terry, and honestly, I have to agree. I mean, yes, it's sex sells, that's the logic, but it works. Mai really is popular. A lot of people seem to really want Mai. Again, I got a comment on my last video saying they wanted Mai. And hey, if this means credibility for Mai, I'll take Mai or Terry. Either one will make me extremely happy. Don't get me wrong. I love Terry. He's one of my favorite characters to play in King of Fighters. In fact, he is my best character to play outside of Yuri. But Mai is just really fun, and her moveset works really well. I love playing her in Dead or Alive, so I think Mai would be a good fit too. But other people are trying to say other characters who are also female characters from SNK. I highly doubt any other female character would get put in over Mai. I know Papagenos is obsessed with a character who has a bird, and it's like Nakamaru from Samurai Showdown. And I remember I played as her a lot in Capcom vs. SNK 2, but I just don't think she's going to make it in. Some people said it would be Athena. I love Athena, don't get me wrong, but if Athena made it in, I would be fucking confused. When it comes to SNK's most popular characters, it has to be Mai or Terry, with maybe a Metal Slug character, but I really don't think Metal Slug has what it takes, especially over Contra, especially when Contra is on the NES and SNES classics. I really don't think Metal Slug would get in over Contra. Also, with Konami being so close with Nintendo on this one and putting in Simon and Snake, I don't think so. But Terry and Mai have a real chance. Now, before I end this video, I want to go back to what Wasabi was saying on Twitter, which is I wish I could comment on the whole SNK debacle, but I do have to keep things private sometimes. I will say one thing, though, based on some personal stuff going around, it's best to not throw out the SNK listing as some sort of error. Next Direct sounds like a shell shocker. He also clarified shell shocker was not a hint. Basically what he's saying is the next Direct might have a huge bananas announcement that will blow our minds, and I think the next Direct for sure will have a Smash character, because we're getting to that point where Banch is coming out this month, and we don't know who the fourth one's going to be. I don't think they're going to say the fifth one yet at all. I think they're going to save that for the Game Awards, especially because they said they're going to end this in February. And that would mean they could release a character in either January or February if they announce them at the Game Awards. So, and remember, Piranha Plant came out the very, very end of January. So I think the last character might be like Piranha Plant, come out right around the end of January and early February. Because they said Piranha Plant was going to come out in February, and it came out very late January. Sometimes they say, sometimes a character comes out the very last day of a month, like Hero. Sometimes they just come out completely randomly with almost no warning. They just kind of randomly say Joker's approaching soon, and everyone's like, what is he? And then he just came out. So who knows? But all we do know is it's getting to that time. And when I was seeing people talking about the trademark stuff and how the SNK Heroines character might deconfirm it, I think that is actual logical reasoning. I think that it could be an honest mistake, because it really doesn't make any sense for Nintendo to reveal its SNK this early on. However, at the same time, Nintendo does weird shit sometimes, man. I mean, they did reveal the Bloody Tears song before Simon Belmont was announced in Smash. However, they quickly deleted it. They quickly changed it and removed it. This is still up. Like, you can go up right now. And they have to see all these people on Twitter. They have to see all these people on Twitter. And this shit is still up right now. Breaking news. I actually just clicked the link to check it, and it's not found. I cannot access the website, and I am very confused. Hold on. I think I'm going to look. I'm going to search around for a second. Yeah, no matter what I tried to do, the page is not found. If you go to any, you just try to go to the DLC section, it's not really found. You can look at the first three characters, but it's not the same website setup that it was. It's just gone now. So Nintendo did react. They actually did take it down, which gives a ton of freaking credibility, to the idea that there is a potential leak happening. So while this video, I wanted to stress that it's not set in stone and it might not be an SNK character. However, things are getting really trippy when you consider what Wasabi is saying and what Nintendo's doing with taking the DLC character down. That is crazy. So I'm going to keep this one short, guys, because it's just like an actual news update, investigation type thing. But yeah, I think Terry or Mai or an SNK character might have a chance. Now, again, the rumor that it'll be a controversial female character, and some people have said it'll be wearing traditional Japanese clothes, which a lot of people seem to think it has to be a kimono or something. I feel like people don't know what they're talking about. And Mai wears like traditional Japanese clothes, but obviously she wears like a slutty ninja assassin outfit. And I'm sorry if the word slutty bothers you guys. I'm not saying it's negative. I'm just saying it's very revealing. A very revealing costume, and it's traditionally Japanese looking, that's for sure. She even fights with fans, so it could be Mai, but we aren't for sure yet, so who knows. But I will say I'm gonna end this one here. But the whole thing with, I don't always believe rumors. The reason why I'm looking at this SNK thing, I keep rumors in mention. I keep rumors in my mind. But the reason why I mentioned this SNK thing is because it was actually on Nintendo's website. Then I was thinking maybe it was a mistake, and now I see that Nintendo has taken it down. Ooh, I think it might have been an early leak, guys. I think it might have been an actual Nintendo leak that we discovered. And now, again, will it be a controversial female character? Well, I think Mai has I think she fits the criteria of being a controversial female character. But it might not be Maya. It might be Terry. It might be someone from Metal Slug or something like that. But we won't know until the direct comes out. All we know is it's strong chance, very very strong chance it could be SNK. But Wasabi, what he is saying is that it's a huge possibility that whatever we get will be crazy big. Whatever we get and he's the way he's talking, it kind of makes me think it might not even be just the Smash announcement is crazy. We might see some other announcement that's crazy, and a lot of people have been rumoring Mario Sunshine on the Switch and stuff like that. I don't know if it'll be that crazy, but we might get a crazy ass announcement. We might get to see Super Nintendo games coming to the online store. That's another rumor. It's been in the rumors for a long time now, and who knows what we'll get. But at the end of the day, things are not killed off for Terry yet. I wanted to find evidence to kill off the idea of the SNK character in Terry, even though I want him, because I want to find the truth. And right now, the truth is pointing me in the direction that it's not his percent chance might have been like from 100 to 99 or really to 90. But I think there's a 80 to 90% chance. I will not go any lower than 80, though. I honestly think the odds are very stacked in SNK's favor. There's an 80 to 90% chance, I think, that an SNK character will be announced. I think it's very, very likely. And even under scrutiny, I do. And I think that this was just a mistake that Nintendo leaked it early. Not a mistake that they did it the wrong label, but a mistake they leaked it early, because it would be really bad of them to put an SNK trademark for a DLC character that has nothing to do with SNK. That would be really bad, and they would have to change it. Like that you can't do that. You cannot do that. And so I think it's more likely that SNK actually is involved with the character. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. I'm end it right here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's go, Terry Bogard.